There is a reasonable debate over which episode in Season 1 of Farscape was the episode when the original series really finds its groove. I have my opinion, but I respect those who choose Durka Returns. It's a fascinating episode, a step up in intensity from previous episodes. What's best about Durka Returns is that the show takes risks by revealing new sides to existing characters and adding a new character who changes the dynamics of the show. Let's begin at the beginning. Yes, Durka returns.
It's him! It's Durka! Vicious, murdering bastard! Captain of the Zelbinian, the first ship I was imprisoned on. My torturer!
Don't be ridiculous, Rigel. Durka died well over 100 cycles ago.
Rigel, you're way off base here.
No, he is not off base. I am Durka.
Durka was prominently mentioned in PK Tech Girl. Everyone thought, quite reasonably, that Durka was dead, but we find it was worse than that.
The Nabari took over the Zelbinian and killed your crew.
We had invaded their sector.
How did you survive their attack?
I faked my death and left on an escape pod.
You deserted your ship.
I have done far worse in my time.
You coward.
Yes, even more of a coward than anyone realized. Durka is the fourth peacekeeper we meet, after Captain Crace, Tech Galena, and of course Aaron. Durka continues the theme of peacekeepers being cold, self-centered, and calculating. But Durka may be nastier than the others put together.
I am Salis. My people of the Nibari.
You brought this monster on board!
He poses no danger.
No danger! He tortured me!
That behavior will not recur. He is now incapable of evil.
If this is Durka, how can we be certain that he no longer poses any threat?
Because we spent over 100 cycles making sure.
Yes, a new species, the Nibari, not to be confused with the Minbari. Salis is a blue Liberace, creepy as all get out. We quickly get to meet a second Nibari, introduced to us as a mysterious threat. It's a fabulous character introduction. We quickly learn that the Nibari are, well, just plain evil.
The Nabari practice mind control?
We simply eliminated those thought patterns that led him to behave inappropriately.
Eliminated?
A process of neural realignment so intricate that each subject must be placed under cryonic suspension for nearly 100 cycles.
So it is the real Durka.
And what does each subject feel during this treatment?
Durka appreciates what we did for him. Had it been possible, we would have saved everyone aboard the Zelbinian, not just Captain Durka.
Why was it not possible?
They refused to surrender.
Chiana is their next victim to be.
What'll they do with you now?
Same thing as Durka. Mental cleansing into an obedient zombie.
They do that to their own kind.
God. They do that to anybody they please. They think they're doing you a favor. Like hell. Not to me, they're not. Not.
Chiana is an immediate enigma. Who is she? What has she done?
What's her crime?
Nothing you need to concern yourself about.
Can she be trusted? No.
Pilot, are you playing with the door?
Quiet down. Oh, I have to hurt you. Quiet, don't. Let's deal.
Rigel is the other major character in Durka Returns. He has a legitimate complaint about Durka, not that he addresses it maturely.
There's a difference.
Yes. As much as a difference between a knife attack and life-saving surgery.
Rigel not only almost kills Crichton, he also seems to have knocked Durka out of his mental cleansing. We are treated to some classic villain action as Durka tries to take over the ship. Durka's villainy is foiled, not really by our heroes, but by Moya's pregnancy.
One thing I've always admired about these Leviathans is their wonderful talent for starburst. Say goodbye to the Lambari sector.
Starburst? I thought we couldn't starburst!
Score one up for the underdogs.
Because of her child, Moira is unable to starburst for several more hours at least.
Kudos to Farscape for keeping plot continuity. But Rigel gets to have his verbal revenge of sorts on Durka.
Durka, you are pathetic. Look at you, salivating at the chance to maim and kill someone who can't even defend herself, foaming at the mouth like a sick Tralkus. Pathetic.
Do you think your shipmates would really care if I just burnt your face right off?
Go ahead and find out. I don't care, because the all-powerful Durka is a failure. It's the truth, Durka. You tortured me without mercy, but you never broke me. You only made me stronger. And even if you kill me, I'll be laughing at you, because the last thing I'll think of is you on Nabari Prime for another 100 cycles, being ground back down into nothing.
Durka is still in control of the ship, which means, wait for it, Crichton needs to come up with a plan to save them.
I guess that makes us natural allies.
All right, then. What's your plan? Why do I always get stuck with the glebos that don't have any plan?
No. I got a plan. You're just not gonna like it.
Why?
Because I don't like it. I don't trust you any more than you trust me.
Fair enough. Let's hear it.
Bait.
Crichton's plan doesn't work. Get used to that.
There's a hatchway through there. Leads straight to the birthing chamber.
I don't like dark rooms.
Yeah? Well, some froth mouth with a metal eye shut off all the lights. No!
Isn't that easy, Crichton?
Then there's a chaotic scene of Durka about to shoot part of Moya.
All I need is the transport's face cannon. One shot into Moya's midsection will solve the starburst problem.
Crichton trying to bomb Durka. A lot about doors.
Can we get control of the door?
I'm trying. I can't open the outer door. The doors are malfunctioning.
Shut the doors!
Damn it. The outer doors are open.
Shut the doors!
I'm trying. Doors closing.
Stop the doors! Pilot, stop the doors!
What?
Open the hangar! Now! At once! Open the door!
I can't stop them.
It all works out for the best.
Crichton, don't leave me out here. I'll hunt you down and I'll kill you.
Get in line, Durka. Besides, I don't think the Nabari are gonna let you do a lot of hunting.
Crichton, listen to me.
Give them my regards when they pick you up. If they pick you up.
Bye-bye, Durka. Be seeing you later. In any event, there are several outcomes of all of this. One is a rapprochement between Aaron and Rigel.
You know, I never thought I'd say this to a Hynerian, much less to you.
Stop there. Don't you dare thank me for saving your life.
I wasn't going to. But you handled yourself well.
I did, didn't I? Beat him at his own game.
You just compared yourself to a peacekeeper.
And of course, Chiana arrives.
How's the patient?
She's a brat.
Oh, we should kick her off the boat?
Ask me tomorrow.
So, do I get to stay?
Moya's gathering her strength for Starburst. That should put enough distance between us and your people.
Thanks. What's the matter?
We have rules.
Yeah. Well, when I see any of you following them, so will I.
I'm easy. I owe you. The others will not be so forgiving.
Well, just drop me off the next planet. Where there's something worth stealing.
This isn't a prison transport anymore, Chiana. You can get off whenever you want.
What we learn in this episode. There is a lot of new information in this episode, much of it about the Nabari. They are a new species in the show, but yet another totalitarian society. They seem even more repressive than the Peacekeepers or Delvians. The Nabari can control sentient beings through a process they call a mind cleanse. They seem to be quite obsessed with and driven to cleanse people who don't fit their model of conformity.
They're pretty worried about you.
Of course they are. I don't respect authority. I do what I want when I want to do it. Among my people, you conform. You don't do the things I did.
Chiana is not making it up when talking about the Nabari obsession with conformity or how much they brutally enforce it.
Remain calm. We'll be home soon.
Didn't you ever want to travel? See other places? Do other things?
Yes. And I have.
When you were my age?
When I was your age, I was focused on what I could do to fit in, not stand apart.
The mystery of who destroyed the Zelbinian is solved.
You defeated a Peacekeeper command carrier. How many warships did it take?
We have no warships. One of our standard host vessels engaged the Zelbinian, much like the one coming for us.
Yes, the Nabari are capable of destroying the strongest warship in the Peacekeeper Armada. Sallis is rather nonchalant about it. Scary thought. We glean a little information about the ages of our heroes and lifespans. We learned in earlier episodes that Rigel was deposed 130 cycles ago, and that the Zelbinian was destroyed over 100 cycles ago. In this episode, Aaron says that Durka would have died of old age over 50 cycles ago. Of course, we have no idea how old Durka is. And Rigel says the time he was imprisoned on the Zelbinian was nearly 100 cycles before Aaron was born. Crunching the numbers, that means that Aaron is under the age of 30. FYI, Claudia Black was 27 at the time of recording this episode. But most importantly, we learn about Chiana.
How's the patient?
She's a brat.
Yes, a brat, but perhaps not without reason.
Mental cleansing into an obedient zombie.
There's no question that Chiana has real reasons to be afraid. The problem is that it is difficult to tell when she's putting on a show.
You all right?
With Chiana, what is an act and what is real? Gigi Edgley's sterling performance steals the show, and this being Farscape, we are given a character who at first seems stereotypical.
Appreciate you trying, though.
But there is much more beneath the surface, as is hinted at in the last seconds of this episode.
Where were you when Salas was murdered?
Ponderables. Yes, who killed Salas? The inhabitants of Moya seem to assume that Chiana did it.
Chiana did this?
Looks like it.
Considering what Salas had in mind for her, I can't be surprised.
And Chiana is willing to play along, as we just saw, but I don't think she did it. I say that on the basis of Chiana's actions in this episode. She could have easily killed Rigel, but she did not. She had motive to kill Salas, and perhaps opportunity, but I'm sure the real culprit was Durka.
Durka's insane. He's a psychopath, legendary.
Durka is very much a psychopath, far more capable of murder than Chiana. Durka has the motive of revenge on Salas, as he confesses.
I was just about to tell Rigel how good it feels to be back in my right mind. While I was cleansed, I genuinely felt ashamed of who I was and what I'd done. But do you know, thinking about it now, I have no idea why.
Take it you murdered Salas.
It's the simple things who really miss.
Durka had opportunity, which he created by misdirecting Aaron.
I can't find Chiana. Is someone guarding the command?
Why? Is she capable of taking over the ship?
Possibly. She's capable of anything.
It's Durka who's capable of anything, and it's Durka who could attack Salas in the corridor. Salas would not suspect Durka as being a danger, but he would have definitely suspected Chiana. Durka would have been able to attack an unsuspecting Salas, like he attacked an unsuspecting Aaron. He held Aaron and Rigel as hostages, but he had no reason to keep Salas alive. I am convinced that Durka murdered Salas. And of course, Aaron agrees.
Croydon Durka murdered Salas!
I never argue with Aaron. It's never explained why Durka was partnered with Salas to capture Chiana. Both psychopaths, yes, but why send Durka out as a Nabari bounty hunter? What is the Nabari mind-cleansing procedure?
A process of neural realignment so intricate that each subject must be placed under cryonic suspension for nearly 100 cycles.
A sentient being's brain is complex, but 100 cycles? That length of time is mentioned frequently enough that it must be the standard length of the procedure. Seems a bit overly dramatic for the episode to claim 100 cycles, but maybe that's just me. It is nevertheless an effective brainwashing technique, working even on a psychopath. The other mystery about the Nabari mind cleanse is why their obsession with it.
You will, of course, turn him over to me when the host ship arrives.
I will do nothing of the sort.
He has serious flaws in his character that must be corrected.
Even Rigel, with his many faults, does not deserve that.
There are many aspects of your character that would benefit from adjustment. My point exactly.
It's one thing to want to subjugate your own population, but the Nabari seem willing and maybe actively trying to use their mental cleansing on other species. Are they trying to conquer the galaxy? Then there's the beguiling mystery that is Chiana. At first, she's a rogue young woman, wild and disrespectful. Cocky as all hell.
So, you're about to tell me why Salas and Durka went so much trouble to bring you back?
Because I left the half-dead sanctimoniousness of my planet the first chance I got. I stole food when I was hungry, jumped transport without voucher. Defended myself when necessary.
Chiana's way of talking in this episode is clearly putting on a show, and she seems to have a practiced way of seducing men.
You could end up with your throat cut.
Maybe. But I know how to hide. I know how to disappear.
But her first appearance is setting up her character as rebellious but scared. This is just the beginning of a very wild ride with Chiana. And our deep dive is only accelerating. Next up, a very, very, very important episode as the grand story arc officially begins. Help me be able to afford more than food cubes by donating to the Farscape Continues project. Click on the Ko-Fi link in the video description. Thank you.